No, I don't think it's at all fair. I think it's extremely biased in favour of people like me, and that doesn't sit very well.
It's hard, We're seeing things now with riots, with Southport and things like that. They're dealing with racism. But if I'm answering your question about work, I only can answer from where I am, and the company I am with, they play a lot actually in making sure there's communication. And I think the key to diversity is being transparent, doing things that are, it's all about communication. And I have to say I'm quite blessed where I am. They do a big part. And I think when we say diversity, D&I, it's not just that stamp that a company does. It's actually do actions speak louder than words. And where I am, I have to say they do it. And it's not about just doing pride, because a lot of people just think diversity is just about, whether it's the sexuality side of it. I think there's more to it. So for me and my experience, I have to say they embrace everybody. So I have to say, yes, thumbs up where I am.
No, definitely isn't. I guess being in London, it's probably fairer here than in other places. But I know from experience with close friends, for young mums, it's particularly difficult still. The working hours are still long. There's no amenities to put children in childcare before starting a working day and things like that. So I think it's particularly hard for them, and I've got friends experiencing it now. I've got less experience in terms of other types of backgrounds, but definitely for young mothers, it's particularly hard, I would say.
I feel it is. I was going to say I work in an office where, when I'm in the office, where inclusion means everybody. So, no one's discriminated anymore for a disability, for how they dress, age, she said. So it's great.
Well, I think, first of all, we are still fighting a lot of unconscious bias that have been here for centuries, forever, I guess. And then we have all these cultural differences that are difficult for people really to understand what that means.
I think sometimes education plays a big part. Not everybody has access to that education. And sometimes that education can mean that you'll have very high percentages of individuals holding positions within certain industries because they have come from privileged backgrounds.
No, I don't think it is fair for everyone. Because I don't know if it ever will be fair, because you've always got different generations, and that is part of diversity in itself. So you're always battling against different views, which some of those views might be outdated, some modern views, and not everyone's right. So I think there's always going to be a constant battle, and you can't put yourself in everyone's shoes. I can't relate to absolutely everyone in this world, and I don't expect everyone else to relate to me being a white 30-year-old female in the office space. I'd like to think we'd get to a more fair place, but I think there's always going to be a task to try and get there.
No, it's probably not fair for everyone. I don't know how that can change, because it's got to change from the top and downwards.